Hello and welcome to day 4 of Gamescom 2015. We are live from the show floor at the Elite Dangerous booth. It is absolutely rammed once again. I thought that it couldn't get any busier, but clearly it has. I mean, look around you. It seems that people were saving it for a nice Sunday day out to come to Gamescom.
Yeah, there's an awful lot of families I've seen, like little children. It's a number of kids we've had to check their age on, because all of a sudden it's just, they've all come today.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you guys can show the actual overhead shot of the booth again, because I think the queues are even bigger than usual.
God, look at that t-shirt there.
Yeah. Oh, that's a nice t-shirt. Oh, I like it. Oh yeah, that glowing t-shirt.
You can't miss him.
But today we have a lot in store for you. It's a bit of a roundup day. It is the last day we are here. It's a very emotional day. It's mixed emotions. I'm very excited because it is the last day and I get to go home back to good old Blighty. but at the same time, I'm gonna be sad. It's gonna be one of those moments where you get home and you go, it's really quiet.
Yeah.
Where's the noise bus?
It's over now.
Where's the Frozen soundtrack blaring out in front of me? which has stopped for the time being, so that's great. But we've got loads in store for you. Of course, we've got all the giveaways as usual. We've got the chance for you to win one of the exclusive Gamescom paint jobs. If you haven't been lucky enough to tune in over these last few days, we have had lots of interesting Q&As with the devs. We are going to run a couple more of those again today, just in case you missed it live. We have, of course, Gareth here, who is joining us, Commander Max Ursa, as you're known on the internet, who is going to help us show us off some tutorials, some mining tips to start with. And then we're going to do our usual thing. We're going to meet some people down on the booth. We're going to show you around some of the behind-the-scenes stuff. We've got another CQC championship as well coming up, a bit of a rematch, Clash of the Titans, where we might actually include some of the ambassadors as well. So I think that could be a lot of fun. And then, of course, we're bringing back Eddie Simons for actual final live Q&A, where we have taken some questions from the forums, and we've got a big list, a big long list. I'll have it down here somewhere, but it's great. I'm going to just read through those questions. Some of them you might just have to say no, 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 but we'll do our best and see what you can answer. So, again, stick around for those trivia questions to win the Gamescom paint job, and also stick around for the question of the day, which I'll read out at the end of this section.
Some juicy prizes.
So if you answer that question using the hashtag EDGC15, you will actually have the chance to name your own planet in the Elite Dangerous universe.
Yes, and I want that.
You can't have it unless, well, answer the question. Maybe you'll be picked at random.
I've seen the answers.
You've seen the answers, that's true.
It's not fair.
You can't cheat. So what we should do here first, I think, of course, this week we announced Elite Dangerous Horizons. That is the big headliner here at Gamescom. It's a full season of expansions for Elite Dangerous, and it starts with the amazing planetary landings. We're going to be talking a lot about that with Eddie later. You're going to see it in the Q&A interviews that we've got lined up. But why don't we cue the trailer now, so we can get a first glimpse and see what people have been talking about.
Jet descending, clear at 150 meters per second. Full-time, all the engines in preparation for powered flight. At an altitude of 6.5 kilometers descending. We're coming in ready for skycraft. We're down to 86 meters per second. Touchdown confirmed.
A fantastic trailer, and I'm sure you guys at home have actually pored over it constantly and torn it to pieces and shown all the different tiny little elements, or at least I hope you guys have, and I'm looking forward to reading some of those theories for when I get back home. But from one Cobra to another, actually just really quickly, I think we accidentally set in the Twitch chat, I know some of you guys are complaining about the 300 seconds thing. We're actually going to, in the next section, make sure that that's reduced down so you guys can chat more. I think we set that by accident somehow, I'm not sure. But anyway, from one Cobra to another.
Indeed.
Commander Max Ursa, you're going to show us a thing or two today. We've already covered a bit of trading, but I'm sure we can go into the trade route again.
We didn't actually get out in the trade, do an actual trade run. We just had a look at the commodity market. But to start off, we'll just have a look at just some basic mining.
Yeah, we've done the combat, we've done travel, so why not show some of the mining for people at home who might have just stumbled across this Twitch stream, want to know about Elite Dangerous, and for the people who are listening in the queues around as well. Why don't you show a bit about mining?
Yes. So if we just queue to my screen, there we go. And here we have my Cobra, and I've got it fitted with a mining laser, some defensive weapons to fend off any pirates, and then I've also got down here a refinery module, which is where you all the lumps of rock that you scoop up all get collected together there, but I'll go into more detail later on that. Of course, we need the cargo space, somewhere to put what you're picking up.
So can we just, first of all, there's an elephant in the room, and it is your paint job and skins. Sorry, the decals.
Yes.
Were they something that you've purchased, or what's going on?
Yeah, I got these on the store. It's actually the black and white paint job is a classic wireframe, harking back to the original Elite, and I don't think it's available anymore. Is it available?
I can't remember exactly when it was available, but it's not on the store anymore. I don't think.
No. But the decals I've got, in fact, if I just switch over here, so these decals come from the Onion Head pack.
Onion Head.
So, and I'll quickly show the paint.
Oh, you can go for the Onion Head paint job.
So there's the paint job there.
An entirely Onion Head Cobra.
But I like that.
Let's go for the classic. Let's go for the classic.
Yes, indeed. So, internal, as I say, we've got the cargo racks, and I'm also fitted with a Prospector Limpet drone control unit.
Okay.
And
what's that for? To explain to the people at home who might not know.
Actually, this is going to be a test because I've never actually used one before. However, I know the theory behind it, where you launch drones, they attach onto the rock, they drill in the rock, they analyze, and then they allow you to see the asteroid's composition without you having to chip off a chunk. Wow. However, you can go old school geologist and chip off a chunk and have a look in that way.
I do hope
it'll work.
So where are you going to go for mining? Where is good to go mining? How do we know by looking at the map?
Now, so if we go, if I just exit that screen there, and what we can do is if you look at the system map of the systems, and what you can do is you can go mining in an asteroid belt, and if you look here, you can see both the belts and the planetary rings here have reserve ratings and also types. So here, on this asteroid belt, we've got major reserves, so they're quite a fairly decent percentage, but not great. The best is pristine, the worst is depleted. And the gradings are pretty obvious, so there's like common, major, actually I think it's only the 4 ratings. Depleted, common, major, and pristine.
It's actually quite interesting because I have to hold my hands up and say, mining is something that I am very, very new to. I have over 100 hours in this game, and I know that some of you guys have even more than that, but I unfortunately don't get nearly as much time as I want to play this game. But over 100 hours, and I've only touched mining a couple times, you know? So I'm actually genuinely interested to be shown how it works.
Right. Anyway, and the ring type, again, both on the asteroid belts and the actual planetary rings. You've got metal rich there, which means, there's a lot of metal, a lot of precious metals, but also you find a lot of minerals, the ores. If you were to find a metallic, that is where you get a high concentration of very expensive metals. Yes. So platinum, palladium, gold, silver, quite often in very high concentrations. So pristine metallic is the holy grail of mining.
Okay.
That is the pinata.
Yeah.
Money pinata.
And how rare is that how rare would that be for that to come about?
Well, there is actually I do believe it's still active, but there is actually a list on, I think it's IMGUR, I'm never sure how it's IMGUR.
It's all right. It's been a long week for all of us.
Yeah, it has indeed. And it actually shows system view shots of systems where pristine metallic belts are found.
Okay.
Now, the advantage of the planetary belt compared to the asteroids...
Yeah, that's another quick thing about about our game if you are new to it. We have such an amazing community that do put together these sorts of things to really help each other out.
Oh, indeed.
I honestly recommend looking. I mean, on our community site actually, community.elitedangerous.com, we do have a list of a lot of the fan sites. In fact, if you're listening, you have a fan site of your own and it's not included on there, do let me know and I will get it put up on there. But a lot of this stuff comes together, and a lot of it's made easier by our amazing commanders, our amazing fans who play the game and help each other out. So thanks for that.
Yep. Right, so main difference between Asteroid Belt and Planetary Ring is that Asteroid Belt is just a pocket of rocks loosely clumped together, and you can weave through and pick and choose. However, with a planet, you've got an entire belt to chip away at. You can go from rock to rock to rock to rock to rock. Keep on going right around the planet, and you just never run out. Now, this one is a metal rich, as I've said, so it's a high concentration of precious metals and some minerals. There is rocky, which is mostly minerals and the odd precious metal, and then there's ice, which is just useless at the moment, really.
Let's head over there. Let's head over to
We'll go on
mining location.
to an asteroid belt, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
So
again, you're flying in the Cobra Mark III here.
I am indeed.
Which is actually probably our most popular ship.
In fact, we actually have the model sat on the stall in the middle there. And it's actually, the base of it is done, so it's actually like a planetary, a moon. Like it's landing, in the names of planetary landings.
Yeah. David Braben, our CEO, actually tweeted out a picture of it, saying, like, the Cobra has landed. And everybody just went crazy on the forums and crazy on Twitter, like, oh my God, he's basically just announced it. And it was pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But yeah, hopefully, I don't think we can see a picture of the Cobra right now, but hopefully you can actually look on our Twitter with the hashtag EDGC15. And I think you can look at all images related to that. There's a few of the Cobra up on there, and they do look fantastic. So do check that out. I think a lot of you might have actually, probably a lot of our core audience anyway, probably saw it at the premiere that we had last year as well. It's flown in specifically.
So I'm away from the station, and now I can jump.
All right.
Yeah, at least go into super boost.
Drive charging.
So the Cobra Mark III, what else have you done to the Cobra Mark III? How have you kitted it out to make sure that it is absolutely perfect for mining? What are the key ingredients that you might need
I've got a decent power plant, so I'm able to actually use everything I've got on board. And I've made sure I've got A-grade maximum shields to be able to defend myself should any pirates come knocking. And with that, I've also got a Class 2 gimbal beam laser and 2 Class 1 gimbal multi-cannons. I've got a Class 2 mining laser, and that's all you need really for that.
So that's you sort of defending yourself against any pirates and any. So you obviously have to go kitted out. It's like I said, it's been a very long week for us all. You'll have to forgive Gareth for his voice. He's been doing an amazing job demoing to so many people all day throughout the week. It's been incredible. So we appreciate it, and all other ambassadors as well.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gareth.
My voice is probably going to totally break later.
That's okay. We've only got another sort of 2 hours of streaming left to do for me, so don't you worry too
much. Not
much.
much then, not much. Sorry.
So head over towards the belt.
Yep.
It's quite a way away, but of course you are traveling at a ridiculous speed at this point.
Ludicrous speed.
Ludicrous. So what difference does all these belt clusters? There's a lot of them in that list.
Yes.
What difference does that make?
The belt clusters are the different pockets where the asteroids have accumulated.
Okay. And so it's just literally they're just a number of them skied through. You won't be able to tell from that whether you're going to be able to mine different types of minerals from that or not.
Well, you get a rough idea from, as I said, the rock type that's in the asteroids, as shown in the plan system map.
Yes.
Right, where are we? There we are.
So you're closing in on that as well. I mean, we were talking about this yesterday as well about travel speed and things, but you've got to make sure that you're controlling your speed as you approach the cluster belt to make sure that you don't overshoot it. Yeah. Because again, we have a thing in our community about the loop of shame, speeding past it all the way and having to loop back around to go in. And it's a very common issue. So if you perform the loop of shame at home, don't feel too bad. It happens to the best of us. Me, every single time.
It's
Not every single time.
It's very easy to fall foul of planetary gravity.
Yeah.
And it can just be just enough to throw you out, and you just got to turn around and have another go.
Okay. So while you let your voice recharge a little bit and drop yourself out there, going to read out today's key phrase. Remember, you got to use this. Answer this question using the hashtag EDGC15, and you will be entered into a draw for the chance to win an amazing prize, which is the ability to name your own planet in Elite Dangerous, which I think is really, really amazing. I think we've given away one every day, and we gave away a 1 hour amazing, our brilliant community event the other day. Did you actually miss?
I missed.
Well, we'll give you the time to load back in, it's fine. So at the community event the other day, we gave one away once, so that's actually only 4 that we've ever done. And we're not going to be looking to do any more of these for a long time. So you're going to have yourself quite a nice, unique little gift here, which I think is very cool. So today's question, and of course I'll be answering this all throughout the day, at about 4:45, 4:30-ish, around that time, we'll be revealing the answer, we'll be picking a winner. So, and revealing the answer, of course. So, if you could name a planet, it's dead simple, this one today. What would you name your planet and why? So if you get to name the planet, what are you going to name it and why? Use the hashtag EDGC15, tell us the answer to that question, and you might be picked and actually get to name that planet at the end. You don't really have to tell us exactly what you'd name the planet. You could be just something silly or fun. But for the purpose of this, what would you name your planet and why? So, have you made it back yet? Have you made it back into the belt cluster?
And as you see there, I've just launched my drone.
How did you do that? So how did you go?
So I've got it set to a secondary. I've used my secondary fire. It's just landed. Well, it's about to land.
Okay, well, we'll watch this for a second, doing its thing.
Yeah, and it turns out there's a couple of coppers in the system, so that's great. Now, if you look at the bottom right-hand corner there, you can see that minerals.
Oh, you've got to say on your radar, you've got those green.
Yeah.
Does that mean that you've actually got some support in there in case any pirates try and come and get you?
So here, if you look to the bottom left of the screen there, I've locked onto the limpet, and it's giving me a readout on the mineral composition of the asteroid. So there's 100% of the minerals left. So no one's tapped it and mined from it yet. Coltan 23.4% of a ton. Gallite 9.69%. Indite 9.21.
Yeah.
So there's 3 minerals in there, and so I'm going to start harvesting.
Start mining, yeah.
So what I like to do is, for a start, get close enough to actually use it. Thankfully, the asteroid is stationary. Sometimes it can be spinning 1 axis, maybe 2, maybe even 3, and it can get very complicated.
It can get very complicated, yeah.
So it's trying to find the axes of rotation quite often and just holding point. So I'm not sure whether this is true, but if you manage to hold your laser on exactly the same point for an extended period of time, you find that more and more rocks will come chipping off.
Well, maybe that's something we can confirm with Eddie Simons later on, whether that's true or not. Hey, that might be
I would actually like to know whether that's true. It's just one of my theories. Turns out that this rock is rotating ever so slightly. So I'm just going to have to adjust and try and match rotation.
Okay. So you can get drones as well that would come out and scoop up that.
Yes.
Scoop up those limpets for you, collect them back in. So what kind of once you've got it in the once you've scooped these up? So in a second we'll scoop them manually. Yeah, because you haven't actually gone for the limpets that pick them up.
It was either take the prospector drones or take the collector drones. They ship this small. It's trying to way up.
So you've got a couple of targets there on your map as well that look like they're coming in approach.
We've got a nice line of rocks actually that have popped up.
Let's see how you can do. I'll be very impressed if you can get all these nice and easily.
Right. Start, I need my cargo hatch. So cargo scoop down, and now the scoop overlays come up in the targeting window. Right, now it comes up saying resources unallocated, which is an excellent cue for going to look at the refinery.
So so first of all, what did all that mean with the
this here?
How did you do that? If you can talk people through next time when you pick up the next piece, just talk them through exactly how you lined it up and give them some tips on how to actually scoop up the cargo. That would be really helpful.
Yep. So with this chunk of rock I picked up, there's the coltan and gallite.
Is that good?
It'll do. It's all right. Some minerals, but just for the sake of the demo, I'll just scoop anything really.
Okay, I'll scoop anything. Gareth, I'll Scoop Anything Academy.
Yes.
That's what they
Yeah,
call
I'll
it.
do it. You got it. So, coltan 16% and Galite 8%. They go each into one of the hoppers.
Okay. So you've got quite a large hopper there.
Yes.
Gareth, I've got a large hopper academy as well. Just quite interesting. Sorry.
Thank you.
Really, the amount of times we could do that with anything that you say about this game.
Yeah, why do I get a
The
feeling
Loop
of
of
that?
Shame,
So-
anything, sorry.
There we
Yeah,
go.
go and pick up some more of that stuff.
So now, if you look at the bottom left, you see that
Yeah.
blue square, and you can see the rock generally floating about.
Yeah, as you go up and down.
When you got the lock, if you pull up, not only can you see it right in front of you anyway,
Yeah.
but if you can see this camera view, which is basically from your cargo scoop.
Yes.
If you try and approach it at that, where the rocky or cargo can as well, because this is the same
Yes,
system.
absolutely, yeah.
If
A cargo canister full of slaves.
Yes,
example.
or whatever it happens to be that you've salvaging, whatever.
Yeah, illegally smuggling.
So you see the red rock there. If you were to approach there, it would ricochet off your hull and go flying off, and you've got to
Yeah.
chase it then. However,
It
if
does
you
look
get
quite
into
nice,
there,
but it does roll over the top of the hull, though.
It
I
does,
do.
yeah.
I do quite like that effect,
So
even if it
you-
isn't very conducive to
oh,
success.
I'm in reverse. There we go. So if you make forward, approach.
It's awesome.
So
Nice and
now it's
easy. You've
saying
got to take your time as
resources.
well, because if you go too fast, that's also a problem, right?
Yep. But it's something that you can manage in time.
Yeah.
With practice, you can get faster and faster. Now, I'm having to try and talk and scoop at the same time and use default bindings.
So another reminder while Gareth is scooping up some more of these rocks before you start to allocate the resources and actually put them in.
So I'm
just going to do a quick reminder and save your voice for a second for you. So we've got that hashtag EDGC15. Let's get using it. It is the last day at Gamescom 2015. Very exciting, but also very sad, I know. But it's the last day, so get using the hashtag and also answer the question, if you could name the planet, what would you name your planet and why? Make sure you get out there on Twitter and use that hashtag, because this is the last chance you'll get for a long time to actually name your planet in the game. So make sure you do and take advantage of it. We've had some amazing answers already, and we've had some amazing answers over the last few days for the other questions as well. So I'm really, really excited to actually see some of these today. So that was quite good there. You screamed around there.
Try in. See if I can grab this before it pops. There we go.
Very good. I was hoping we could go pyro hunting. I'm a bit
We can
disappointed
do
that you
a
actually
little-
haven't been attacked by anybody.
I know.
Because
just
usually,
leave me
obviously,
alone.
pirates know in this game. Pirates know that you are
Yeah.
vulnerable in this place because you've got your hard points taken up by mining lasers instead of actual weapons.
Yep.
Have you ever killed anyone with a mining laser?
I haven't. However, there's
I have
stories that people have.
I have seen entire videos of
And-
killing people with mining lasers. I don't know if they've probably weakened them with others and then just got the finishing kill and then put the
don't know.
video up
I
online.
don't know.
But yeah.
But either way.
So let's get a couple more of these pieces scooped up,
Yep.
and then you can show us how the rest of the process works.
Oh, see, that one's bounced off.
Yeah. It's such a great effect, though. And of course, as well, with Elite Dangerous Horizons, which we just announced for planetary landings, there are going to be ways that the mining types of things are going to be incorporated into the main game with the landing on planets is concerned. So you overshot that one there.
Yep. Distracted by my laser there.
What should we do then? Have you got enough in there to actually turn it into anything worth
I'll
selling?
have a look.
Or would it take a
Hopefully-
little bit longer to actually get that sorted out?
Oh, shot there.
That we had
Got
on your left-hand side, you saw that it was flashing red, and that's because you were traveling too quickly towards it.
Yes, indeed.
But yeah, you are being an
There we
absolute
are.
trooper here by playing this game for me, because I couldn't present and talk at the same time. And you're still talking as well, which is, some might say
There we
unbelievable.
go. Right, so when it comes up resources unallocated, that means you've had a ton filled up.
Okay.
And it's now kicked it out.
Oh, I see, there you
So I've got the coltan has filled up the first tin. The remainder is still in the hopper, so you now reload that. However, we have our first ton of coltan, and now that's it really. That is the mining process. You just keep doing that, fill up your hold, and then take that to market.
Can you
So
take that
what
back
we'll
home?
do, we'll go back to market, sell it.
Yeah. Only if
Yeah.
only if you can manage with your voice. I mean, we've only got a couple more minutes here. Let's see if we can make it back, but take your time as well.
Yeah.
Again, I'm going to do one more reminder about that. If you could name a planet, what would you name a planet and why? We really want to get that hashtag going today. We really want people to answer that question. Answer it multiple times. It'll increase your chances of getting chosen, because we want to see that hashtag used a lot today for the final exciting day of Gamescom. Remember, later on we have an interview with Eddie Simons coming up, a Q&A. I've been collecting a lot of your questions from the forums, and actually, if you use that hashtag EDGC15 and tag Eddie Simons on there as well, use Eddie Simons in the tweet. Make sure you ask questions on there too, and I'll try and pick some up last minute before we start. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun today. As well, we also have that CQC tournament. I think it's going to be a bit of a rematch. I've been told that the winner has come back. So we might have him up on stage again talking about his secondary experiences. So again, these guys either really love CQC or they really want to win that Xbox raffle that we're giving away. I'm going to go for the first one. I think it's definitely they love CQC. We're also, as well, in the Twitch chat, hopefully we're going to sort out that 300-second thing. I'm not sure if it's been done yet or not. With the 300 seconds, not sure. That 300 seconds thing been sorted out yet? No, apparently the 300 seconds thing hasn't been sorted out yet, but we are looking to sort that out shortly afterwards. It's not a problem. Oh, it has. Good news, it has, guys. Hope that's appreciated. So I'm going to have a look through those some of those questions as well, and hopefully in the next segment answer a couple of those questions that you may have. Remember, we can only answer what we are able to here. We're talking about Elite Dangerous Horizons. We're talking about CQC. So any questions related to those, we are going to try our best to answer those, so appreciate that. So you're heading back to Swift Vision.
Yes.
Which is a delightful name for a starport, I think.
It is. It's a very good starport as well.
It's a very good starport. I think actually, although we are heading back, if you can just describe what you're doing right now, what you would do when you get there, and then we can round up this half an hour.
Basically,
And
what I'm
save your
going to do
voice.
is safely negotiate the gravity well, dock, and then sell my hard-earned minerals.
So
profit.
you are going to get. How many credits would you get for something that you've, for example, what you've just done? I know that was only a.
It depends where you went to sell it, really.
Okay, that's interesting.
Things, if your precious metals, you try and take them to where they're in high demand. So, say, high tech.
Yeah.
High tech love platinum, gold, palladium, and all those precious metals there for all their, well, high tech equipment that they're building.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So it makes sense if you look at the I think we're off screen anyway, so it's not a problem that you've just overshot.
Yeah.
Gareth, I overshoot. Academy.
So the minerals that we picked up are preferred at refinery worlds, refinery economies, of course, because they refine the minerals into metals to put to market.
Well, it makes a lot of sense. So I think a lot of that is self-explanatory, but it's been really cool to see you give us an example of that. Again, Elite Dangerous, we have 400 billion star systems. You have unlimited freedom for what you can do in there. You can go exploring, which you showed yesterday in yesterday's stream, which I think is archived. You go bounty hunting. You can go on assassination missions. You can take part in power play, which is our sort of, it's almost board game-like in essence. You sign up to a power, you pledge your allegiance to a power, and you work with them to help them spread their influence across the galaxy. You can team up with groups of friends. You can do whatever you want. So this is just one example. If you're walking across around the outside today, you'll see that people are playing CQC mode, which is our PvP mode. It have all sorts of different things. So before we go, thank you again for watching this first section. In about half an hour's time, I think we'll be coming back and talking to some people down on the show floor, which I think will be really, really fun. And we'll be showing David Braben's interview from day one as well, which was a really, really great chat. I was very, very lucky to speak with him. So before we go, we do have the first trivia question of the day. So today, Elite Dangerous Horizons is all about, it's kicking off with planetary landings.
Yep.
So today is all about landing on planets. It's all about landing on moons, touching down somewhere. So we have our first question. This is for the chance to win. I'll be picking after the break. Somebody who's answered the question, use the hashtag EDGC15. This is for the chance to win an exclusive Gamescom paint job that you can only pick up here, or you can only pick up by answering this question. So we only have 5 more to give away today, and then after that, no one's going to get a Gamescom 15 paint job. So make sure you use that hashtag and get involved. So, when did Apollo 11 land on the moon? We want the date, the exact date. When did Apollo 11 land on the moon? So get that question answered. Thank you so much again, Gareth. I hope that your voice stays strong. We've got another shoutcast bit to do later on.
So do I.
Drink lots of water before then. It's going to be a lot of fun. Stay tuned. Come back in about half an hour's time for the answer to that question and to find out who's won. Thanks a lot.